Well, guys, man, today, man, Shedeur Sanders must have really lit it up in OTAs, man. Shedeur Sanders out there turning heads. Shedeur Sanders has got the attention of some Cleveland insiders, and you won't believe who they are. They are Mary Kay Cabot and Tony Grossi. Shedeur Sanders was on fire today, and he absolutely lit it up in OTAs today on day 8 as this quarterback competition is heating up. And this is a real competition because Todd Monken said earlier that Cleveland Browns got 2 potential starters in the NFL. And you know who he's in reference to, Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. So this quarterback competition is heating up. And Shedeur Sanders, he took charge today in OTAs, and he lit it up, and he got praises all around the Cleveland media and in Berea, and high praise from his head coach, Todd Monken, and also one of the Cleveland insiders says some things that you won't believe that he said. But we're going to talk about it right after this.
Let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same. Nah, it's my bro K-Sap. Chopping up topics for your optics. From politics to your top hits. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio, stereo, bumping high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic. Man, I got something to say.
Well, guys, you know I got something to say, man. It's day 8 of the Cleveland OTAs, and Shedeur Sanders is really out there turning heads, and he is the talk of the discussion today all over social media, all over YouTube, and it's not being negative this time. It's in a positive light, and people are giving Shedeur Sanders his proper dues, and he's getting praises from people that you won't think that praised him. And the crazy thing about it is we give the Cleveland media a hard time. We give the insiders a hard time because everything surrounded around Shedeur Sanders always been negative. It's been everything but Shedeur. They never give Shedeur Sanders his proper just dues, his proper credit. But as we did a show earlier about Shedeur Sanders lighting up OTAs today, he was completely on fire. I mean, he was the talk of the OTAs today. We heard what Todd Monken said. Todd Monken said Shedeur Sanders' maturation process is unbelievable. Major strides. The footwork is coming together. He's doing things absolutely well, getting the ball out of his hands quick, and he's making strides. And it's a sight to see, and he's loving every minute of it. Also, people had a problem with Coach Prime' sit-down interview with Garrett Bush on the barbershop when Deion said he is going to go up there and meet with Todd Monken. A lot of people didn't want that to happen, but Todd Monken welcomes it. He can't wait to sit down with Coach Prime. The only reason why he hasn't sat down with Coach Prime yet because Coach Prime had a further obligation in shooting commercial, but Todd Monken is waiting for that sit down to happen, and he said it's going to be explosive. He wants to meet with him because he has nothing but respect for Deion Sanders. And also he says he has a lot of respect for Shedeur Sanders for coming in early, putting in the work and everything, and just watching him grow as a quarterback in the National Football League is a beautiful thing to see. But the day in OTAs, man, unbelievable what Shedeur Sanders did. The infamous tracker is back. And Shedeur Sanders today, we see what the tracker looks like. Shedeur Sanders was 7 of 15, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Also, Todd Monken gave praise to Deshaun Watson for having a good day where he was 9 of 17, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. And also Dylan Gabriel 3 of 5 for 1 TD. But Todd Monken also said that Shedeur Sanders lit it up and he was impressed on how Shedeur Sanders is handling everything. And then also Shedeur Sanders had the play of the day, the long touchdown to Isaiah Bond over the middle, down the chute for about a 35-yard touchdown. It was a beautiful thing to see. And one Cleveland insider finally has saw the things that we've seen in Shedeur Sanders all this time, and he finally gives Shedeur Sanders his kudos, and you won't believe what he had to say about Shedeur Sanders, but let's sit back and listen to what one Tony Grossi had to say in the praise that he gave Shedeur Sanders. Let's take a listen.
For Shedeur today, play of the day, a deep ball to Bond. What were your thoughts overall on that?
Yeah, I thought it was Shedeur's day. He was first team in every 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 period. He, as you said, he made the throw of the day to Isaiah Bond over D'Angelo Ross, about a 30-yard go route touchdown. Afterwards, Monken said, I let the play continue. It would have been a sack. Okay, but it was a nice throw and a good catch. Isaiah Bonds, by the way, have a pretty good spring. The reason I say it was a big day for Sanders, besides all that, Monken was very, very complimentary of Sanders in the post-practice interview period. He also said that besides the fact that he's still improving, he comes to work every day, he's impressed with his work ethic. Monken did say, this is the first time he said that, he said, we have 2 starting caliber quarterbacks on the team, okay? First time he's gone that strong. He still won't name his number 1 quarterback going into training camp. He's not ready yet.
Yeah. Maybe
next week he will. But he actually said it changes day to day in his mind. He's close to naming it, but he wants.
Now you heard what Tony Grossi had to say. Kudos to Tony Grossi for finally recognizing and seeing that Shedeur Sanders is elite and giving him his praise. You don't always have to hate on a young man or slander a young man to big somebody else up because y'all advocating for Deshaun Watson to get another chance and to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. But Shedeur Sanders, make no, ifs, ands, buts about it, man. He's a gamer. His daddy already told you, man. He gets it out the mud. He's not running from no smoke. He wants all the competition. And I've always said iron sharpens iron. And him and Deshaun Watson going back and forth, because you heard what Tony Grossi said and what Todd Monken said. Things change every day. It's one guy is going to have a good day. The other guy might not have such a good day. Somebody's going to stand out. And today it was Shedeur Sanders' day. He stood out above the rest. You just got to put some respect on his name, man. But Tony Grossi humbled himself in a fashion where he had to give Shedeur Sanders his praise. You can't run from what you saw today. You cannot run from all the clips that are out there that you've seen of Shedeur Sanders putting the ball on time and on target to only where the receiver can catch it. There was one play that he threw where Isaiah Bond, had a chance to make a brilliant catch, but it hit off his hands and the ball came loose. But at the same time, Shedeur Sanders took majority of the first team snaps in 7-on-7, 11-on-11. And Shedeur Sanders just, flat out getting it done, man. He's out there working, man. He's out there proving to people that, he's a first-round talent, man. He is a NFL starting quarterback, regardless if it's with the Cleveland Browns or somebody else. You can't deny that. Shedeur Sanders is putting in the work, and Todd Monken has always praised him ever since he became the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. So all the narratives out there about this and that, man, you got to pump your brakes, man, because it seems like these Cleveland insiders have flip-flopped now that Todd Monken has stood 10 toes down and letting everybody know this is a quarterback competition. This ain't no runaway freight train where I'm just going to give it to Deshaun Watson. Yeah, he has said, he believes in a second chance, but you got to understand something. When he said this is an open quarterback competition, y'all best believe that this is a competition, man, and this is going to play out to the end. It's going to go all the way down to the wire because, like I said, it was Shedeur Sanders' day. Just give the man his praise. Move on, man. Give him his kudos. Man, Shedeur Sanders lit it up. We saw from the infamous quarterback tracker that Shedeur Sanders was brilliant today, man. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Sip the Ball drops another hot banger. Oh, yeah. just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sapp. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.